Hey,
What up?
Chris, bring up the clips. My fucking assistant can't do anything. Can't do anything.
The clips, Johnny.
Yeah, your assistant's in your bedroom?
I mean, Steven, I've got clips that are gonna, just expose you. For you saying that scammers are good people, I have it in my Johnny, where the fuck are you?
Pull up the clips, Johnny. Come on, get it
Johnny,
together.
pull up the clip. Will you hurry the fuck up? Hey, Steve, cool it.
Cool it.
Oh,
Let
kid
it
show,
rip.
guys,
Yeah.
kid show. Hey, kid show. Inappropriate.
Yeah, Amish, watch your dirty mouth, okay?
Hey, I was just channeling. I'm channeling.
Steven, I was supposed to go to a coffee shop this morning, and you got me here. What are you doing, man?
What's up, baby?
Hey,
Thanks for coming.
I want you. Thank you, first of all. Thanks. I know your time is precious. You're busy going to
Spencer.
coffee shops.
Have you ever seen someone so unhinged?
I know.
Well, it was all a joke. I mean, he was joking. He was trolling. Spencer, you got to understand, it's a big performance art for 15-year-old bots.
Yeah, it's a bunch of 15-year-olds. Who cares?
Tell us what you thought. I mean, listen, you said before, I've debated a few people now. How is this? This was the most unhinged it's ever been.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I could have done that much about that, because it's like, what do you do when somebody's coming at you with that heat? I mean, it's like you just have to let them do their thing and let them run themselves into the ground. What do you think?
Yeah, it was like Biden. I felt like when you got Trump, that's just like barreling over you. It's like, yo, the point of this is to make some points. We'll debate. But all he was doing was using kind of the phrase I like is might is right. It's where like the louder you are, the bigger the bully you are, it makes you right. It's just
louder
really
person,
annoying.
better person. Louder person,
Yeah.
better person. That's what's true, right?
Yeah,
That's
and I
why
thought he was
always
so
yell,
charming.
louder person, yellow, better person. Of course.
He looks charming.
What's
He looks
weird-
like a guy who cracks jokes, and he's fun to be. You know what I mean? But like that was just got 0 to 60 to like so quick, aggressive.
What's weird to me is he's a marketing guy. He should know that getting your face in front of people is important. So the fact that he was already unhinged from the start, it doesn't matter if it's on Coffee's channel instead of his. It's like you have the chance to speak to a different audience that probably doesn't know you much. And the fact that he was already upset was just bizarre.
I didn't understand it because, again, and I know y'all are going to say, Steven, you made this point. I know, but it's so crazy to me that I have to keep bringing it up. We were nice to him. You were on the clip that got him, that was the, cringe marketing that's actually fire.
Yeah.
And on that clip, you said, I don't know, I kind of like this guy. It seems like he's mostly doing businesses, not too much to like people. And we all kind of like, yeah, actually this marketing's pretty good. So that is what I was so confused at. And then he ended up kind of like trolling around. I mean, what was the
He
deal?
came out hard for Ty Lopez and Dan Locke
he
at
was
one
fighting
point,
for
though.
Ty.
It's like, why are you fighting for them? And then it was like, yeah, now it's just all a joke, I think. When you start to have to delete the comments because your own people are
what
telling
do you
you.
think about that? That can't be a good luck.
That's
I
not
went
a
and
good
watched it. I think I've seen the debate like 2 or 3 times now. What I realized is the point
sick.
the
This
point of him.
podcast.
Oh, by the way, can I play you guys the intro to Billy?
Yeah, we got to
Jean's-
hear the intro because he
Yeah,
just
yeah,
sets you
let's
up like
no,
negative, right?
no. Not even that. It's just funny to me, his intro.
Is rated F for fucking great.
Hey!
Hey,
First of all, watch the kids. But who rates themselves F? That's crazy,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And it's Billy
he's
marketing.
wild.
Billy Jean's marketing offends the internet.
I thought he was a local marketing guy like Detroiters. Like that's the kind of slogans you come up with for like a local business,
Just stop deleting comments.
You say,
Billy.
I have an F. That'll get their attention. For you know what I mean? It's like such a local business marketing.
Look,
line.
this guy broke through. Coffeezilla, you're stupid, stubborn, and have a limited mindset.
Have you ever had these
Period.
people define what limited mindset means?
Well, it means you're being negative.
Does anyone know what that means?
It means you're being negative, Spencer.
Yeah, you're just being
Negative
yeah.
mindset. You're saying that what
Living
they're
in
doing
lack.
is not possible. That's living in lack, brother.
You're living in lack.
Hey,
brother.
Billie Jean, if you had a kid that wanted to go to LA and be an actress, would you go, "Oh, I know you're going to be successful"? No, I love that bit.
No way.
There-
I'm an
the-
actor.
Here's
I
the
have-
problem. There's clear different viewpoints on the world.
Yeah.
And that was like you guys were arguing above each other in the sense. So like he doesn't understand that your point of view is someone needs to understand the success rate and the failure rate and then make a qualified decision. If they want to be an actress, that's fine.
God
As long
bless
as they
them.
understand that going to LA it's probably not going to work and it's smart to get an education to have a fallback option. Whereas he's like, no, go be an actress. You're guaranteed to succeed if you have the right mindset. It's just this like toxic entrepreneur community.
Yeah. They're
I think
crazy.
it's all in the mindset. But anyway, to go back to what I was going to say, I could tell that he went on the show as a personal attack to you, whereas I got the sense that you were trying to discuss the industry. Because there's multiple points that he made that were personal. It was very bizarre. He did like the I think it's called the compliment sandwich, where he's like, "Hey, Steven and Amish, I like what you guys are doing, even though I think you're half retarded. You guys are idiots, zero intelligence, no integrity. Oh, but by the way, you guys get pretty good views, so good job." It's like you can't defend yourself against the critique because it's like compliment, harsh critique that has no value, and then harsh critique.
That's some hard pickup moves. Advanced level PUA.
Yeah,
but continue. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Continue the analysis.
And anyway, then he made other personal attacks. It's like, Steven, I used to know what you were doing, and then you must have gotten touched as a little kid. It's like, whoa, where did that come from?
I was trying to have a real discussion. I mean, I thought we were just going to have an honest discussion about courses, fake news, because he called me fake news in our DM. So I said, well, let's talk about fake news. Let's hash it out. I thought it'd be this very calm discussion, and it just went right off the rails. Somebody says the self-destruction of Billie Jean, he did it to himself. I agree. I don't think there was anything that it didn't have to go that way.
No.
But ways for him.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say, like, look, he came on the show today. It was pretty chill. He stood by everything. Like, nothing's like learned, but it was like calm. It was collected.
No, he's learned nothing, but right.
No. He's still making the same points on the show today. Like he's still just like, I had to delete the comments. These 13-year-old bots you got, who are they? They're crazy. The things they're saying, I had to delete it.
What I listened to was a guy who had never watched LeBron James play and then argue he's either the best or the whatever in the current NBA. It's like, how are you even making this argument? He clearly doesn't watch your show. So he's arguing something he doesn't know about, which made no sense.
I kept asking, can you give me an example? I asked it on my podcast or on my stream. I asked it on his podcast. He never gave me example of what he was so upset about. Because when I would say, oh, actually, I call it scammers, Billy. He goes, yeah, I love that. I don't like what you do with the other guys. And I said, who? Give me a specific claim. And he goes, no, you just don't show both sides. And then I go, Billy, I'll tell you a specific claim of what I did say about XYZ person, and this is why. And he goes, well, I don't want to talk about anyone. I don't want to trash anyone specifically. And it's like, well, wait, so you don't watch my show. You say Dan Bilzerian's bad, but my video about Dan Bilzerian was bad, but he didn't ever watch the video. What exactly are you mad at? I don't understand it.
I think I get it. You know what it is that all these people in the con artist industry, they're all getting conned by someone above them. So when you come out, I think he's coming out for the Sifus because he's given them a bunch of money. And this is standard. Like, this is what I find with these, with Anand, we're doing this marketing stuff. And every time we talk to someone who's kind of in this circle, it's always like, hey, I can't pay you guys. I'm going to JC Capital weekend. It's $10,000. I'm going to JC Capital Marketing Master weekend. It's $10,000. What do you think? I'm going to pay you? We're going to make content, idiot. They say, no, I got to go to, like, they're in the funnel, and then they're mad for those guys. I think Dan Locke, that's where the Sifu is the Sifu. He won't come on the show. It's too low for him. But then these guys just go volunteer fight for them. It's so ridiculous.
Amish, you don't know them personally, though.
Yeah.
You got to get to know these guys.
Have you talked to them?
They might be scamming, but you got to get to know these guys.
Have you talked to them? Amish,
yeah, have you talked to them? I know them personally.
He knows them. He hangs out with Ty. Listen, have you talked to Dan Locke? He's hanged out with Dan Locke. Have you talked to Grant?
I can't wait.
All he does is hang out with billionaires, guys. The billionaires.
Well, I'll say this for the whole internet and the audience listening and everyone. We would love to have you on. Steven would love to have you on, and then we'll talk about it after. This is great content. I got to say that. It's great. I think Grant Cardone would go in this negative, wild direction too. Grant Cardone, he seems like the kind of guy who's just fighting.
He did with Jordan Belfort. I think he realized maybe he's not cut for interviews because when he did his debate with Jordan Belfort, it went south quick.
Yeah.
And it felt like that when it was going on. I was like, oh, it's kind of like the Jordan Belfort thing. But then it went even more off the rails.
Yeah.
The reason why I think your debate went off the rails was because you both have similar styles of responding to any type of criticism. It's like he would bring up one point and you jump in like voice level to a 10. You guys would both do it to each other. You guys were both kind of guilty of not allowing the other to finish.
I think that's
no.
right.
I understand why you were getting that way, but there were times where
well, just to be fair,
and you would like jump
into
in.
His game. Sorry, Spencer. Real quick, let me just make this point. It's like that's the thing. What's manipulative about these guys is that they pull you into their game. Trump does it, and like they teach this in all these like how to talk sales classes, how to have influence over people's sales classes. they teach you how to just take them on the road of like you're winning and you're right in every moment kind of thing.
Well, okay, so here's the conundrum: is like you can either start muting people's mics, or you have to play some level of aggressive. I mean, I was way less aggressive because I did want to bring it to a place of like, let's just talk. But of course, you have to start being like, no, hold on, let me make my point. This, or wait, I can't let you get away with this. Otherwise, they just end up completely steamrolling the conversation.
In case this happens again, let's discuss the best way to take this on. So what I was curious, because also like I'm not some expert debate guy here. Like if I was in your shoes, I don't know how I would respond to it either. I would have gotten frustrated too.
Same dude. But, so tight performance, just like amazing that you like how you handled it. But
yeah, I'm thinking that the strategy of agree and amplify, where you basically take what he says and then make a mockery of it, maybe that's the best way. I'd be curious to see how he responds to that.
Interesting. Yeah.
So if he's like, Steven, you don't know these guys, you could be like, well, I had dinner with their wife the other night, so I feel like I know them better than you. Like, you know what I mean? Like just to throw them off.
Right.
I don't know if that's the best strategy, but you basically, because when you come back at him with the same like velocity, it ramps him up to a 10 because he's like, I gotta beat him at my own game. Yeah. But if you just turn the game where everything's humorous and funny and fun, because he was so serious, very, very serious. Like he, in his eyes, you could see like if you were in person, he had the look of a guy that wanted to fight.
Yeah, he was joking the whole time.
That's what he's saying.
It was all a joke.
Okay, no. You could see it in his eyes from the start. He kept doing like the hand motions like he was a rapper, like he was about the freestyle.
Yeah. A lot of F words. A lot of swearing, man. Inappropriate overall.
Yeah, no. It's definitely interesting. I don't know the exact way you deal with that. I mean, to me, I always go with I do my best to stick to the actual issues, talk about them, and then go from there. The tough thing was just that it seemed like anytime I would say anything, he'd interrupt me and then just go like, no, this. Oh, no, I want to frame it this way.
Okay.
And it's like, wait, can I get my point out about statistics? I know you don't believe in them. I know you don't believe in math, but they matter, right? And he's like, well, no, why would you think about average people? It's like, okay, it matters what the statistics are, right? And so to me, if I stick to that, that's what I try to do. There's definitely probably some debate tactics, though, that I could.
So Chris Doe's tactics, like Chris Doe has a class even. I hate to promote a class on the show, but Chris Doe, I love him. He owns a marketing agency, a successful version of what, I mean, hey, maybe Billie Jean's successful. I don't want to say that. So Chris Doe has a marketing class. What he teaches, I call it like the passive aggressive Karen technique. It's like he teaches a little bit of this Karen technique, and it's basically called Socratic questioning. And his whole thing is you never get emotional. You always listen. And then you just ask a question and you wait for silence. It's like it's very control. It's almost like the above level mind control. Because what he would do is I feel like he would wait for it to silence. Are you done? Okay. Do you think that this is a productive way to have this? Like and then it's like the other guy's ranting and raving. And then he's just like, okay, I'm hearing a lot of things there. Can we zero in on one point that you want to make first, and we'll go through that? And like he does this weird thing where it's like he won't let up though. Like he teaches this, and he does it in the class with his students on YouTube. He just teaches how like I play on this like mob boss level, where I don't raise my voice, and I don't talk quick even. And it's just, I ask questions and I sit back and listen. I actually want to buy his class. I haven't bought the class. I just saw him teaching it a little here and there, but it's very smart. It's called Socratic questioning. And it's basically Socratic questioning. It's great for writing comedy too, because you're asking questions that make them like ruin their own point. You don't force your point on them. That's the whole philosophy here. You don't. Yeah,
if you can do that live, it's really tough. Hard, but I'm with you.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's a method. There's like different methods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like boxing. You know, he came out swinging with haymakers. Like, how do you defend that?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, by the way, I had something really interesting happen last night. So I'm watching this debate because I'm going to make a video on it, just kind of review. I'm defending you because the title's going to be defending Coffeezilla, because there actually are a lot of points that are made where I feel like I'm in a similar boat. Like if he would make similar.
Yes, anyway, whole community is going to fight.
There you go. The Avengers attack. But anyway, so I'm watching.
Like I need defending, but that's fine. You can call it whatever.
Well, hey, come on. I'm a content creator too. Like, come on. It's a hot topic.
It's a good hot topic.
But anyway,
it's correct. It's the right
I think you should make the video.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I watched this debate for like the second time. I'm watching it. Well, anyway, I usually at night I watch like a show on Netflix. I've been doing this recently. I've been in this like serial killer kick. And so I've been watching the Unabomber show, and it was on episode 4, the last one. And they go back to a time when he was at Harvard, the Unabomber, and they did these torturing techniques, what would now consider kind of torture, where he was in a psychological experiment with an instructor, and the instructor would, the point was to ask him really tough questions and be really challenging on him in interviews, and it would psychologically break him down. And it was really interesting that there were similarities between what I had just watched with Billie Jean and then this guy that would now be considered unethical. There was a lot of similarities with the way they spoke. It was like anything he says, you immediately tear it down. You strip him of any belief that he has that he's right. It was really interesting.
Yeah. The projecting was hard too. It was like he was doing things and then accusing you of doing it.
Ali Safori, $5. Amish is that street epistemology. Dude, absolutely.
There's a weird thing where, hey, Steven, you get paid from YouTube ads. You're just talking about other people. There's this weird belief that this is like a bad thing, but
negativity.
It's very, very important what we're doing when you go after these scammers, because you are saving a lot of people from losing a lot of money. And what's weird about guys like Billie Jean is you have to have this mentality to do what he does, to sell the courses, where it's like 1% of people succeed. He looks at the 1% as impacting their lives. Like, I love this terminology, like impacting all these people's lives. But we see the 99% and say, hey, this clearly is not a successful program.
It's a scam then.
Yeah.
It's not, they just won't look at the evidence of it. The evidence is all so clear. And the worst thing is when people get scammed and then they won't even look at the evidence. Like, I have people in my family that got scammed and they go, no, it's not bad. I'm an idiot. I was too stupid to do the MLM. I'm lazy. I couldn't do it.
It's the whole water, right? If the water's half full, two people can look at the same glass of water and perceive it totally different. It's the same with the course industry. And that's where I think there's a difference of opinion, where you just see the world differently than him, as do I, and sounds like Amish does as well.
And we can disagree. By the way, Ed Tone, sorry, I missed the super chat.
Oh my God.
3 of the hardest things to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, and Worcestershire sauce.
Oh,
shout out from Bot City. True, that is hard to say.
That is hard.
And that's, I wanted to read that real quick.
I also loved how he got mad. Like, these are all points that are in my head, where he's like, I have 800 million views, and you're like, they're all paid. And he goes, and his response was indicating that was not true. It's like, this isn't true. Well, then if you look at his YouTube, it's like 1,500 views a video.
By the way, I'm not trying to hate on anybody for using paid ads. I just thought it was funny. It's like, you didn't, it's different. All I'm saying is it's different, whatever.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's the same where it's like, dude, criticism on my channel. It's like, you're talking about these people, they're more successful than you. It's like, okay, they have more subs on YouTube, but if they're using paid ads, then
right,
it is a different argument. One thing I was hoping for that you weren't able to get to because of the way Billy conducted himself.
Sorry.
I would be really curious how he started the business. This is what I'm always curious about with these course sellers, is if he was running ads for businesses successfully for years, I think what he's doing is fine. His course is probably fine. He doesn't even promise. I was trying to go through his ads to see if he makes promises. Like, he's not even in the fake guru spaces. Like, hey, Amish, you can market a business and make $10 million a year. He doesn't make any of those claims.
Yeah.
But I would be curious how much of his business was, actually being a marketer versus being a marketer that markets products that teaches people how to market, kind of a newer day pyramid scheme.
Yeah, that is the pyramid scheme. That, like, the sales course is like one of the many pyramid schemes in the game. But the curriculum is same as any sales training. These guys are teaching, like, how do I get more people in the funnel, and then how do I just keep making up products for them? Like James Arthur Ray, this guy, like this old self-help coach, I was watching his stuff from the 80s, and he even had like a 5-level program. It's always like, you have to pay the $40,000 to be acceleration man. Like, until it's like all different levels of manhood, of like success. You know what I mean? But to get alpha millennial man, it's like $40,000. Dude, some guys were paying $100,000 a year to just go, and it was wild. There was like Tony Robbins shit, party, whatever. 3 people died in his hot sauna that he made, which is fucked up, and it's really sad.
This is crazy story about this. Yeah.
Crazy story. Yeah. But yeah, no, these guys
gotta
never
get to that higher level of consciousness, brother.
Yeah, you got to go to the higher level.
Crazy, man. So you're saying there's like a pyramid. So it's like bottom level, you're a starter level man, and then it's like you're the next level man. But in order to reach the top, you pay all this money to be the actual complete man.
Yeah. And the pyramid scheme, he puts it on the projector in the thing. There's 500 people in the audience, and he goes, guys, let me tell you guys what we have for you today. because I want to help you out. I want to make sure that all of you get to Alpha Millennial Man. So and then he puts it up. And then when business starts going bad, of course, what does he do? Of course, what is he like? This is the problem with these guys. He's just sitting in this documentary going like, I don't know what happened. I had a flock. I had some real estate in their minds. I don't know what happened. They all left me. It's like, guy, 3 people died, right? And you have the video, and it's literally like the video's like, I want to help you guys out. I want to make sure we get everyone in here signed up because you know what? We got to all rise up in consciousness. So he looks and pulls up a pyramid, and he just goes through the prices. But he's like, today only, I'm going to give you Alpha Millennial Man for $8,000, something like that. So a bunch of these guys came in on a discount too. The last one, they came in on a discount priced one. But sometimes he gets them for 40,000. Sometimes he just sells the whole thing for 8,000. Now he can't sell shit. He's just like, I don't know where they all went. They're all gone. It's weird. These guys, there is like a bit of delusion in them. Even when you're talking to Billy Jean, like it's so hard to be mad at the guy because he does believe it or something.
You're right.
You have to have it. So I've come to grips with like, you have to have certain wiring in your brain to do certain things. So like Steven, Amish, I feel like you're in the same boat. We couldn't be gurus. We just don't have it in us. We wouldn't be able to sleep at night. We'd start making ads and be like, this doesn't feel right. We just don't have it in us to do it. So it's not like we can't be successful in the sense of like, because I know some of these guys try to attack you. It's like, do you run a business, Steven? Do you run a bit? Huh? Do you run a business? It's like, okay, sure, he doesn't. But at the same time, he's not interested. He would get no value out of running a course selling business. Neither would I. I couldn't sleep at night.
Look, so you guys, your YouTube channels make money.
Than you.
But you guys, both of you guys, your YouTube channels make money because you run them like a business. It's a business.
But you're a scam. You're a scam. I love that. It's like a scam.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? A scam.
Crazy. No, this is a business, man. It's a value provided. It's like enough people watch that there's money. Are you crazy? That means that's how tight the fucking value is. No, he has no respect. What is he talking about?
It's funny too when he's like, you use other names for content, but at the same time, his ads rely on other people's movies, right? Because all of his ads are about like 007. So he's basically leveraging that brand.
I like that ads. I like that though. Yo, Steven, I sent you an ad actually. Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to play it. It's 30 seconds, but it's basically.
I want to get the super chat real quick. I chill with these gurus.
I'm a scammer. Gonna rip you off, take you down.